like holding your belly while you're taking a piss, or you're with your girl, but you have to lift your stomach because you can't even see. I have standards for myself. I have to respect that. There's some people who say, who cares? Eat whatever you want. Don't go to the gym. Don't exercise. We're all gonna die anyways, right? Yes, we're all gonna die anyway, but it's about how you want to live. You die once, but you live for many days. You live for many weeks, many months, many years. So the amount of time you live is higher than the amount of time you die. So why should you focus about something that happens to you once? Energy is a real thing. The reason why you can have a disease, you go to the doctor, they know that you're suffering, they know that you're in pain, but they don't know what it is. Make a phone call in Africa, problem is gone. A lot of people are being diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and other people have it too, but they don't know it yet. I already told you plenty of times, I'm crazy when it comes to performing at a higher level. If I find some type of tricks that can put me there, then for sure I take that path. I see it like a game. It's not hard to me. For me, it's fun. It's like this video game where you have this character and you want to have pretty much the best experience possible. So you try different things to see how will it impact your performance and take notes along the way. That's basically the way I see it. It's fun to me. Learning about insulin levels and autophagy changed my perspective on food, especially when to eat and what to eat. A lot of people are being diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and other people have it too, but they don't know it yet because they didn't go do a little bit of checkup just to see. Busy with the regular routine. I truly believe that. When you look at the lifestyle, it's easy to tell. So autophagy is basically the process of your body repairing itself. When you go on long period of time without food in your system, because it takes a lot of energy to digest the food, because it doesn't stop with just the stomach, all the small intestines, the big, the colon, everything like that. It's a whole process. It's a long process. And also, there's a lot of parasites in your body that rely upon the food. Most of the time, it's toxic food, all the sugary stuff. There's a lot of parasites in your body that rely upon that. When you starve them of their energy source, they perish. They don't have food to eat. Nothing is coming. They can send signals to you, influence you, makes you want to have cravings. It's not for you, it's for them. They want those sugary stuff. They depend on it to live. And you keep on feeding them. They're growing, multiplying themselves, spreading themselves inside your body. So all those little cravings, you're feeding them. When you starve them of their energy sources, they have what else they're gonna do? They have to die. So that's also another way of seeing it. But yeah, like it depends on who you are. Like pregnant women and women going through their menstruation should approach this with extreme caution. One case, you're losing blood, and the other case, you're responsible for another living being inside your body. But I'm talking about for the average person out here. Also, when you have some type of severe disease. But depending on the disease, sometimes your body will actually force you to go on a fast. Have you ever noticed that sometimes when you feel sick, you don't feel like eating? You're tired. You just want to stay in bed all the time. You don't want to do nothing. Pay attention. Your body is sending you signals, sending you messages. I don't want to eat. I don't feel like eating. Your body demands that. And you think it's just some random things. No. Do not overfeed me because I need the energy to fix whatever problem that we're dealing with right now. So your body is literally sending you signals every single day, but you don't pay attention to it. You're walking around like zombie mode. Your body's talking to you. If you listen, then you'll see. Let's bring back autophagy. See a lot of people spending money to get stem cells injections. See the stem cells, the little cells in your body that can transform to pretty much any cells. It's like basically your body repair shop, the mechanic shop. And when you take your car to the mechanic, it's pretty much your body mechanics. So there's some doctors or whatever come up with some stem cells injections, right? You go there to come up with some studies like, your body has stem cells, and the stem cells, this is what they're supposed to do. They can go repair this, they can go fix the tissues, they can do all the stuff. Your body has it, but it's not in large amount. So we can inject you with stem cells so you can look younger, you can do this. They can present you all those type of good things. It sounds so appealing. And you go there and have a stem cell injections. But you'll be surprised to find out that most of it don't even work. Because you're introducing foreigners into your body and expecting them to know the map to your body. You put them in and they have to know exactly where to go. They're foreigners. But they don't tell you that one of the best ways to boost your stem cells is actually by going on a fast. Your body is producing the stem cells. So that means it's made by your body. They have the blueprint to your body. So they know exactly where to go, where to fit. It's made by your body. But they won't tell you that because they want the money. All right. I said you 1 or 2 studies, mostly with the placebo effect. Oh, it's working. Or they might show you somebody who's really fit, working on themselves pretty much every single day, and they have stem cell injections, who pretty much did nothing because that person life was already, let's say, good. And you see that example and you think that's gonna be you for some type of like magic miracle will happen and you look like that. Spend a lot of money on it. Meanwhile, you can do it naturally. But they won't tell you that. It's like the big pharmaceutical companies with type 2 diabetes. They won't cure you. They know it's something that can be cured, but they won't tell you that because they want to make the money. They might treat the symptoms. That's it. Put you more insulin would actually make people fatter. It's a proven fact. You see what I mean? So they're trying to treat the symptoms, making you sicker and sicker little by little, so you keep coming back. Because a lost customer, it's money gone. They need the money coming in, so they have to keep you sick. That to me, it's like, psychiatrists and all that stuff, trying to treat people with some imaginary disease and something. There's a few might be good, but most of it, obviously, money. They don't want to cure you. They want to keep the money flowing. They want to see you in the chair, sit down and tell me everything. Right? It's like that. It's a game. You have to understand it's a business. They make money that way. So they won't tell you. Because a lot of things that you're suffering from, those are diseases of the new world. Diabetes is a disease of the new world because of dietary issues. We didn't have that in the past. It's only present. If you look at the history of human history, the last thousands of years, you can put diabetes maybe like 1% of the timeline, or maybe not even close to it, because it's new, because of what we're eating. Eat bullshit. Do I see myself doing intermittent fasting every single day for the rest of my life? It's a tough one. At this current moment, I see myself doing it for at least a good 3 or 6 more months, maybe even a year. Who knows? Because it's working for me. Let's say I wake up and I work from 7 to 5 p.m. and I have to go to the gym, do all that stuff, come back home, it's like 7 p.m. Cook, take a shower, eat, work again, pass out, repeat the cycle the next day. Imagine if I have to cook 3 times. The time I'm wasting. Imagine I spend like 2 hours just to make a meal. In 2 hours, you know how many songs I can record in 2 hours? You know how many videos I can edit in 2 hours? You know how many? That's a lot of time. So you see, it's not just about the health factor. It's about the time I'm saving on a lot of things. Imagine if let's say if I was eating like a regular individual and I have to spend, let's say, on average 4 hours a day just to cook. In 4 hours. You know how many things you can do in 4 hours? That's mad. And I remember when I used to live with my parents, that was actually a wild experiment. I actually value those moments. It's like, wow, like time is crazy. When I used to live with my parents, I can go out, come back anytime. I know I'll find food. I don't have to worry about it. Take a shower, eat, and then go do my work and whatever things I have to do. I don't have to worry about it. I know I found food, but I live alone. Also, might be tapping some masculine ego or something like that, regardless. So let's say if the average man can only spend, let's say, 5 hours without food they have to eat after that, I have to do at least 10, 15. It's impossible. I just cannot be average. There's some things that would take more time because you cannot just acquire them like that. But regardless, in every aspect of my life, I'm working. So that way I cannot be associated with the average man. This is impossible. And that's a story that actually I touched on that a little bit later. It's actually a funny one, something that humbled me. I'll talk about it soon. So yeah, if the average man can only spend 5 hours without food, after that they have to start digging everywhere for like, oh, my stomach is going crazy, I need to eat something. I have to do more than that. You can call it masculine ego, you can call it pride, toxic. I do not care. It helps me perform at a better level because I cannot compare myself to the average man. That's just me. Let's talk about it now. I used to believe that there's no way in hell I can become fat. Right now I tell people that I cannot become fat because I'll do whatever it takes to not become fat, because I will literally lose myself. You want to talk about depression? I don't believe in depression. Depression is a disease of the Western world. Of course it exists, but a lot of people want to associate themselves with it, make it real, and they stay trapped in it. Go see the psychiatrist to keep you coming back because to make it real. So it's gonna become your reality, right? But I don't operate it with that mind frame because it doesn't make me perform at a higher level. So why would I associate myself with that? Like for example, a lot of people coming from Africa as personal experience. You're talking about depression. They know what it is, but like it's not a thing. It's like, but when they stay in the Western world for a while, it's like depression. Why do people keep talking about depression, depression, depression? Why was in Africa nobody was talking about that joint? You see what I mean? Like it's a disease of the Western world. But and you should, if you say that you're not part of it, you don't believe in it, it's like, oh man, you crazy. So you want to believe in something that makes you weak? Okay, keep that for you. That's what you want. Okay, cool. I don't operate with that mind frame. So, anyways, I used to believe that I cannot become fat. Literally 100% I used to believe that because I was never fat. Since I was a little baby, maybe I was chubby, but I was never fat. Back in high school, I was always active. And after high school, I was also active. But 2020, case 19, the lockdown, you know what I'm talking about. We're at home for how long? They shut down all the gyms. And I hate to work out at home. I really don't like it. Do a couple push-ups, whatever, is cool. But when we were on lockdown, it wasn't like a time frame. For example, they put you somewhere, they tell you, okay, we'll put you in jail. We'll tell you why you are in jail, but we're not going to tell you how long you're going to stay in jail for. It's like, wait, what? So you don't know, is it like a week? Is it 3 weeks? Is it a month, 3 months, 6 months, a year? Like, you don't know. So you're like, okay, whatever. It's going to open back soon anyways, right? I actually purchased dumbbells a few weeks before the lockdown. So I had a little bit of something to start with. You don't need more than that. I had what I needed, but I just don't like working out at home. The first few weeks, I did a few push-ups, pull-ups, and everything like that. And after that, it got boring. I just stopped. I was just making research and learning about finances and all that stuff. Then a few months after, one of my good friends, my man Adam Eleti, came to my house. We're talking about some good stuff. Then he kind of noticed my belly and he pointed out, this is a real friend, man. Like, so some people who are not afraid to tell you. If you're slacking out in some area, they tell you 100%. Those are the people I like to hang around with. They're not ashamed to or feel afraid to tell you that, oh, you're slacking off in some area. And they'll tell you 100%. And he told me, like, oh, your belly is poking out a little bit. What's going on here? And I kind of made it a joke and was, trying to slide it off. But damn, it hit me. It's like, holy. And that night when I came out the shower, I looked at myself in the mirror. I was like, oh my God, my body's starting to look like an average man. It's like, it's impossible. I always told myself there's no way I can be fat. I wasn't fat, but if I let myself go, I was like, holy, I can become that person. Like I'm starting to look like an average man. It's impossible. I cannot look like that. And then I went out, ran the block, 10 p.m. Was it 9 p.m., 10 p.m.? Just ran the block, push-ups. And I was like, I cannot be fat. It's impossible. I have standards for myself. I have to respect that. There's some people who say, who cares? Eat whatever you want. Don't go to the gym. Don't exercise. We're all going to die anyways, right? I say, yes, we're all going to die anyway, but it's about how you want to live. You die once, but you live for many days. You live for many weeks, many months, many years. So the amount of times you live is higher than the amount of time you die. So why should you focus about something that happens to you once? Doesn't make sense to me. It's foolish. The aspect ratio is just like, come on, you cannot even compare that, right? Doesn't make sense. Those are people who are lazy. They don't want to make changes. They want to stay poor and unfitted. That's their life. That's their problem. I don't operate with those type of people. I don't even let them in my house. I don't want to be infected with their disease, the mental disease that they have. Keep your poor mindset for yourself. The amount of times I live is higher than the amount of time I die. Any person with a logical mind can agree with that. Like, it doesn't take a scientist to make the math for you. You die once. Come on, man. So you want to focus about something that will happen to you once? It's like how you want to live. You want to walk the stairs and after 3 steps, you're already like fucking tired. Like holding your belly while you're taking a piss. Or you're with your girl, but you have to lift your stomach because you can't even see. Is that the type of life you want for yourself? You die once, right? That's the type of life you want for yourself? You don't want to set standards. You want to live the low average life. Eat the McDonald's, become the little fatty everybody makes fun of. That's the life. That's the type of life you want for yourself? Okay, cool. That's what you want? Okay. Say less. As long as you're happy with it, that's your problem. But I got standards for myself. If you want to talk about, oh, this person going to the gym. Oh, man, you working so hard for nothing. You're going to die. Have a little drink. Have a little this. Have a little that. Okay, cool. You do that. And we'll see how you're going to turn out. That's your life, right? Okay. And the people who are doing less than you, they're the one who will criticize you. People who are doing better than you or on the same path, They will respect you. They will compliment you. You know, the good things. But it's the people who are doing less than you because they see something in you that they want, but they're too lazy to make changes. So they have to disrespect you. They have to put you down just to bring you at their level so they can feel better about themselves. But you don't care about them. And as long as you know that they're truly jealous, you can hang around some people. They want your body and they have to make jokes. Oh, look at him looking like this person, looking like this anime character. Like, they want what you have, but they can't. Yeah, obviously they can if they try, but they won't do it. So they have to criticize you to bring you at their level. They know. See, a lot of people who are, let's say, like you have good money, good physical body, things like that. You hang around with some man, just or so people in general, you will see. For if I hang around somebody who has more money than me, I will admire them because there's something that they have that I want. So I want to learn from them. I don't get jealous to see somebody driving a Ferrari, a Lambo, something like that. It's like, oh, how you did that? I want to get that too. I don't be like, it's not even fast. I don't even like the color. I don't like that's jealousy. You know it. So you just keep that for those type of people. Stay there. Me, like I have standards for myself. That's it. So I see it like a game. I want to try. This is my character. I want to be the best version of myself to play the game. You can use it as a point of reference. Let's say war breaks out and you are in a place where there's a lot of women, a lot of kids. You don't have much food, but you used to going hours without food. Some people going days without food, right? It's a point of reference. You sacrifice yourself to help the women and the kids instead of being the type of man who's like, oh, I need to have my share too. Acting like a little coward, like a little pussy. You can't even give your portion of food to a little kid or a female in need because you're a weak individual. Like imagine that. Or you see somebody chasing a child, but you're too fat to run after them, to stop them. So they take him and go away. You don't have standards for yourself. That's what happens. That's it. You're so used to the easy life. And they present you a little bit of hardship is, oh, it's game over. You're passing out. Wake me up next season. It is pathetic. It is sad. That's why I don't respect that. That's the reason why I say I don't care about who criticizes me. My message is not for everybody. Some people who watch this and relate with it. Some people who watch this and it will motivate them. Some people who watch this and be like, he's an extremist. Whatever he's saying, I don't buy it. Cool, that's your life. Most of the time we look at them, it's not about it's not about hate or anything, but their life sucked. And I would not want to exchange even 1 second of my life with them. So it's like that, intermittent fasting. You study the history of the world. There's some religion, even for example, right now it's Ramadan. Some Muslims are fasting. It's part of their religion. Christians is also part of their religion. They do it too. Even when I talk about ancient time, Egyptians, they used to fast as well. Like it's been around for a long time. There's a reason why they're not pushing it, because they see the benefits of it. The world, the leaders, they like money. They don't want to see you perform at your best, because otherwise your mind will unlock new levels. Your body, you'll be hard to control, and they don't want that. So they have to keep you under. If they have to poison you with the food, they would do it. They have to poison you with entertainment, they would do it. They have to poison you with some stuff that you put inside your body, they do it. That's what they want. So obviously they want to talk to you about that. I can talk about fasting all day because I experienced it, I studied it, and I know the benefits of it. It's a lifestyle. But when it comes to a certain type of diet, like vegan diet or this diet, you don't see me promote that because I'm not experienced enough to talk about it. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, you should only eat this. I would not tell you that. I can tell you, for example, don't eat McDonald's, don't eat that. Like obviously that's not food, that's poison. I can tell you that 100%. But I want to tell you that, for example, don't ever eat rice again. Don't ever eat meat again. Don't ever eat carrots again. Whatever. I will never tell you that. When it comes to real food, like whole food, I will never tell you, don't ever eat this. Don't ever eat potatoes. Don't ever eat this, bananas or whatever. I will never tell you that because I'm not experienced enough to talk about it. I haven't reached that level yet. Because I've studied different cultures and I've been in different places of the world, and I see that, for example, in this place of the world, they might eat a lot of seafood because that's what they have around them. And you see people who live long lives and happy life, they're not really fat like that. They're cool. In this part of the world, they eat a lot of vegetables. They rarely eat meat because that's what's accessible, right? and they're good as well. You know, and some places of the world they eat a lot of meat because it's really hard to grow vegetables, and you don't see nobody who's overweight. You rarely see people who have health issues. So you tell me you should only be vegan. Some cultures of the world they eat meat and they have no problem. They're lean, they're strong, they're fit. Like it is foolish, in my opinion, right? So that's why I don't push it. I say it before. I don't get attached to an idea, defend the idea, knowing that same idea that I'm defending, is killing me. I will not do that. I don't associate myself with that. I can try it to see how will it impact me, but I won't sit here and be like, oh, you should only eat this. No, because I'm not experienced to talk about it. I'm not somebody who associate myself with some type of diet and just preaching everybody should do that. No, like I study cultures, I've been places of the world, I've seen it for myself. People who eat a lot of meat and they're good. They don't have no how they live long lives. People who eat a lot of fish, they're good. People who only eat vegetables, they're good. People who mix all together. My culture is like that. We mix all together. They're good. There might be a few exceptions, but I look at everything as a whole. I don't just look at a few exceptions and be like, oh yeah, there you go. I see inconsistencies here. So I don't see it like that. I see it as a whole. That's why I don't see myself preaching like a one diet. Like I eat meat, I eat vegetables, I eat a lot of things. But I'm good. Do I see myself maybe in a couple of years telling you that, oh, you should only eat this? Even then, I don't see it. Because my body is different from your body. Yeah, that's why you have to try it for yourself. If I eat a steak right now, what that steak would do to my body would be different from somebody else. I say it again, I don't preach any diet. I can talk about a lifestyle because that's something that you live. That's completely different. But talk about a diet, you should only eat this. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't consider myself an expert. And most people will talk about it. Most of the time, I was like, okay, that's good for you. I might try maybe one or two things, but like, I don't think that you should find something, one diet, and then it will be applicable to everybody in the entire world. I just don't believe it. Like, it's impossible to me. If I wasn't supposed to eat this, I'd probably be dead by now. So how come this person ate it and lived to 70 years old? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, see all these little inconsistencies in the studies and in the research, like just in the examples, doesn't make sense. You know? It's like, oh, don't eat this. It's not good for you. And then they see the people in that culture, they live long life and they're not fat, they're good. Like, come on, man. Well, should everybody be doing intermittent fasting? Well, look at it. Some people might be doing it once a week. Some people do it 3 times a week. Some people do it once a month. Some people do it 1 month a year, right? Especially when it comes to a lot of religion. Some people, like, I know some people, for example, every Friday, they don't eat nothing. Just drink water or sometimes nothing. Not even no water, nothing. Every Friday, nothing enters the system until the next day. So it depends on what you want to achieve, really. Me, I'm just obsessed about it. And also my masculine energy, a little bit of good ego, prevents me from being the average person. Like I said before, if the average person can only do intermittent fasting 1 time a week, I have to do more than that because I cannot be average. Like I literally kill myself to not be average. Like it's, holy. Anyways, it's something you can call it toxic, but like I said before, it helps me to perform at a better level. If it ain't broken, I'm gonna keep on using it. Right? That's the mindset. I adopted. So I will maintain it. So yeah, it really depends on what you want to achieve, and with where you are in your life. For example, like I said, at this moment of my life, I'm a single person. It means I live alone. So I don't expect to come home and find food. Even if let's say when I become a multimillionaire, I'm not just gonna hire somebody just to cook for me because I believe in energy. Like, this is a real thing. A lot of people might grow up in the Western world and not know about this, but this is a real thing. The universe is energy. Let's talk about that. Just for a little slightly, I won't go too much in details about it. The reason why I'm not just gonna hire anybody to cook for me, because they have to have good intentions. They have to care about you, because otherwise the energy will be transmitted in the food. My thing is crazy. Okay, in my family, I have my older sister and my mother too, right? Those are the females closest to me. So I experienced some things where on a particular day, if they feel really sad, for example, my sister's sad and she cooks, I feel it. I'll taste it in the food. If my mother's sad and she cooks, Just by looking at it, sometimes just by looking at it, I can tell that it's not gonna taste good. And you taste it and you feel it. It's like, oh, she wasn't feeling good the whole day. And that energy was transmitted in the food. This is the real thing. People who cook for you, if they don't care about you, they can put that energy in the food. And sometimes they're in a good mood, they put that energy in the food as well. Like the universe is energy. That's the reason why you can find somebody who extremely wealthy on paper, like just money, because wealth it means different things. But when I say wealth in this scenario, I'm talking about just money. So you have a lot of money, and you start disrespecting your elders, just the people around you, and you're finding a hard time in this area of your life. You don't really know why, but you're struggling in this area of your life. But you don't see that there's some people who are praying for you, giving you blessings. People who don't care much about the material things of life. They don't want to be seen like that. They just live peaceful lives and quiet. But they care for you, giving you blessings and all that. But you don't see that. You start disrespecting those people for whatever reason. You see that you have some hard time in this area of your life. There's some people who are putting curses upon you. There's nobody to protect you because you're walking like this with no vest, no protection. This is a spiritual war. It's not just physical. Yeah, of course, we live in a physical body. That's why you have to take care of the physical as well. But it's also spiritual. And there's spiritual attacks. Something that you cannot see if you're not trained for it. The energy is a real thing. The reason why you can have a disease, you go to the doctor, you go around, different studies, different visits, whatever. They don't know what you're dealing with. They know that you're suffering. They know that you're in pain, but they don't know what it is. Make a phone call in Africa, problem is gone. You see what I mean? Like, energy is a real thing. A lot of people talk about witchcraft and things like that, and they associate it with the negative side, but energy is, you can use it for positive or negative, right? They want to destroy us from not going back to it. That's the reason why they put all those negative examples. But energy is something that's neutral. You can use it for good or evil. So yeah, I'm not just hiring anybody to cook for me. I don't just eat at just everywhere, anywhere. It's super rare. When I live in the Western world, it's different. Sometimes, like, man, I'm not gonna have some time, so I go to an African restaurant and I buy something, some chicken, plantains, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, like I said before, I'm not gonna lie to you and act like I'm all like a saint. I'm like perfect and I don't make any mistakes. And no, I'll tell you, sometimes I don't feel like cooking, like a Friday, for example, or Saturday. I'm like, whatever. Let me go buy some African food at an African restaurant, and, be cool. But that rarely happens, right? For the most part, I cook my own stuff. And it's like that, man. I'm not the type of person you want to invite somewhere and be like, oh, there's going to be a lot of free food, man. You should come. Like, I don't care about the food. A lot of times I even go to places I buy food for people and I don't even eat. I just drink water. I think I'm crazy. Like, food is something that's real, man. You don't treat it lightly, especially when it comes to... Anyways, like I said, I'm not going to go too deep on it. This is another rabbit hole. We can talk for hours on it. Food is something real. There's some people I trust, I love them, but I cannot eat either because while they cook, I cannot eat it and I cannot force myself to eat something that I don't want. You can be for, I don't know, let's say like a girl who cares for you, right? Let's say she spend let's say she spend the night at your house and she wakes up in the morning, decide to go like quick run to the grocery store before you wake up and cook something, expecting that, oh, well, he's gonna enjoy it. And you wake up and you see it like, I'm sorry, but I cannot eat it. Not because I don't trust you. I trust, that's the reason why I let you in my house. But like, I cannot eat it. Whatever you cooked, I can't eat it. If I eat it, I will literally puke because I know myself, right? So sometimes it's like that. You can see the food and if it enters your body, you will reject it. So either one, I cannot eat the food because of what I see, I know I cannot eat it. Or two, unfortunately, I don't trust your energy and I cannot eat your food. But if I'm in your house because I trust you, otherwise I wouldn't be in your house. If I don't know people, like most of the time meet up in public space, I don't just invite anybody in my house. I don't just go to anybody's house. If I invite you in my house, I trust you. If I go to your house, I trust you. So if I don't eat your food, It's not because I don't trust you, because whatever you cook, I don't like. So this one thing that a lot of my friends, or even my mother, say my woman is, or if I decide to have multiple, they're gonna have problems with me because with the food. I'm hard to please when it comes to food. I'm very simple, but there's a lot of things that I don't eat, if it makes sense. But regardless, it's like that. So intermittent fasting, 100%. I don't see myself stopping it. It's like you find some type of formula that can make you perform at a higher level, make you be at your best. Like I'm lean, I'm shredded, like veins are popping out, the muscles are there. When I go out, when I wear my clothes, they fit me. Like, why would I ever want to give that up? Doesn't make sense. If I find this formula that works, I would not want to give it up. I want to use it forever. So that's basically what it is. Intermittent fasting depends on who you are, what you're looking for, and which situation you're in. But for me, something that I see myself doing it forever. When it comes to eating the one time a day, maybe not that one, I can switch it around to some days I might eat, like I said before, some day I might eat 2 times a day. Some day I might just eat nothing, just drink water. Some days I don't care, you know, but regardless, it will be part of my life forever because I experience it. I see the benefits of it. I'm going to keep on using it. That's basically what it is. So, yeah. Anyways, take care of your future by taking care of your present. I'm out of here.
Nancy, my Nancy, gotta dance for me, baby. Oh, Nancy, my Nancy, the only one who feels me. You've been running away from me. Such a bad routine. You've been running away from me.
Please tell me we're still recording, otherwise I'm going to lose it.